before the play clock expires. Wilson looking for somewhere to go. This one is caught for the touchdown, Metcalf.
Man, that shit pissed me off, man.
Cowboys drop a shootout on the road to Seattle and fall to 1-2. That in itself isn't a problem looking at the NFC East, but it's not where we expected them to be after 3 games. Whatever storyline you want to go with after this game, I probably can't argue it. So many things went right and wrong, but it's hard to blame one thing. There was everything to piss you off as a Cowboys fan. Blown coverages, first down runs, penalties in the secondary, but also things to be encouraged by. Aggressive on 4th down, working the seams, and adjustments. To be honest with you, I picked Dallas to lose, and I really wanted to be wrong. But as I expected, we couldn't stop Russell Wilson late in the game. After watching this game, I'm disappointed, and at the same time encouraged. This game really has me that square in the middle. Unlike most channels that watch the game and tell you what went wrong, in some ways, I leave that up to you. Instead, I like to highlight who showed up and who's got to pick it up. So after a game like that, as part of Man Up, Man Down, I'm going to have a deluxe edition. I'm going to name a whole lot of names. So get comfortable, smash that like button, and make sure to hit the sub button for more videos like this one. Let's get to it. Michael Gallup is easily one of the most important players on the team. He's reliable, he gets downfield, and he's got incredible concentration when it comes to catching the ball. The Cowboys were down 15 on their own side of the field, and this catch lit the match that needed to get hot. Gallup was big on 3rd downs like he always is, and he kept the Cowboys in it. And Cedric Wilson was a nice surprise. It's always a plus to get help where you least expect it. The Cowboys needed big plays in quick time, and he did just that. It's a major boost when your 4th receiver can step in and make plays like that. Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, you manned up. Last week, as many of you know, Everson Griffen had a bit of an exchange with Jeff Kavanaugh of 105.3 The Fan, where his play was called into question. Griffen took offense to it, and many fans, myself included, expected him to play much better. Once again, I didn't see it from him. In my pregame prediction, I recommended Dallas to drop 7 in coverage and get pressure with the front 4. I said that expecting Griffen to play much better, and he didn't. It's week 4, and I'm still not seeing the hype that was warranted when he was signed. And then Tony Pollard. Pollard for some is a fan favorite. It always seems like the backup running back or quarterback is a fan favorite. Look, you can be the biggest Tony Pollard fan, but what we saw in that game, and to be honest, last week, with his ball security and decision making in the return game, it wouldn't be a bad thing if we got less Tony Pollard. So Everson Griffen, Tony Pollard, you man down. Every week, Aldon Smith comes to play. This week, no different. Piling up 3 sacks. For everything I expected Everson Griffen to be, I'm getting it from Aldon Smith. He's constantly playing with power, setting the edge, and pushing the pocket. The early favorite for Comeback Player of the Year. And Trayvon Diggs. Like last week, it's easy to find people to blame on defense, especially when you give up that many points. So context is very important. So with that in mind, Trayvon Diggs has a spot on man up. He was asked to go out there and be the number 1 corner, and he got his hands on the ball plenty of times. That's something we haven't seen from our corners in a long time. That play with DK Metcalf is incredibly smart from a young player. We have a real playmaker with Trayvon Diggs. Aldon Smith, Trayvon Diggs, you manned up. No one's going to argue with Zeke Elliott being on here. Not even Zeke himself. He never got going in the running game, but he had plenty of chances to help out in the passing game, and he fell flat in that role. He dropped several passes that might have been good had he caught them and had a chance to do something. From the TV angle, I thought he blocked good in the passing game. But Zeke is too good of an all-around back to have a game like that. Also, if we gotta call a spade, then Dak belongs on this list too. The Cowboys played catch-up for much of the game, and to his credit, were able to come back. But his turnovers led to 10 points for Seattle, and those points mattered, because the defense was one step behind Russell Wilson all day. Again, even Dak himself would tell you he has to be better. And truthfully, the fact that he's on this list, despite being so productive, tells you no matter what his contract looks like, the team believes in him enough to make him the deciding factor in winning and losing. And he's earned that right. Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, you may have man down, but you're still the best players on the team. And next week, you can go out there and prove it. For this man up, I want to include everybody that elected to change the offensive line. So if that's Joe Philbin, Kellen Moore, or Mike McCarthy, that was a big choice to make in the game, and it helped change momentum. Again, it's so refreshing to have a coach that learns quickly and isn't afraid to change the plan. We know with Garrett it was next man up and forcing parts in the wrong holes, but the coaches in Seattle identified a problem and weren't scared to address it. So for that alone, the coaches, they manned up. Now, the biggest man down of the day goes to the safeties, but to a larger extent, goes to the front office. It's week 3, and you're busting coverages in the secondary almost every week. I wasn't seeing it at first, but my eyes are finally open. Jerry, Stephen Jones, go get Earl Thomas. You can't keep putting your team in these spots because of being stubborn. Team 40 Burger was supposed to be for fun, not for necessity. At this point, you have to drop 25 to 30 a game just to breathe easy. And no, I'm not letting anyone off the hook. Xavier Woods and Darian Thompson are playing with terrible eye discipline and letting everyone run free. This same team cut Clinton Dix because they feared he would do the exact same, but he got cut. If you can cut Clinton Dix, then you should be aware of enough of a problem to get Earl Thomas. But that is it for this video. Like I said before, I'm right in the middle with this loss, and there's so much to pull from it. Most importantly, the season is still early, and the Cowboys still have a lot to look forward to. They can score with anybody, and can build from there while figuring out the defense. They just have to move on to the next one, and so do I. Also, be on the lookout later this week, where I'll be doing a preview of the Cleveland Browns and what Dallas can do to bounce back and get the win. And finally, thank you guys for watching, and a special thanks to @DJ for providing this beat. Tough loss, but as always, Cowboys up. Peace.